Greetings everyone, and thank you for joining us for this week's edition of GTV. I'm Don Valiant, and this is the news from Gyeonggi Province this week. During a recent international forum on Asia-Pacific peace and prosperity, representatives of Gyeonggi Province and North Korea agreed to cooperate in realizing apologies and reparations from the Japanese government for crimes committed during its military expansion. On July 26th in the Philippines, the 2019 International Convention for Asia-Pacific Peace and Prosperity closed with a main meeting after examining compulsory civilian and military conscription by the Japanese government for its war efforts and discussing ways in which to aid the victims. During this meeting, which saw the participation of more than 300 representatives from 11 nations, Gyeonggi Province vowed its support for the peace and prosperity of the Asia-Pacific region.
남과북, 나아가 아시아 태평양이 함께 열어가는 평화와 번영을 우리 경기도가 든든히 뒷받침하도록 하겠습니다.
Lee, a North Korean representative, condemned the Japanese government for its restriction of exports to South Korea as a rejection of a Korean court's reparation judgment.
단순한 경제 보복이 아니라 일제 강제징용 피해자 배상 판결에 대한 불복에서 나온 것으로서 그것은 과거 죄악에 대한 책임을 회피하고 일본인들 속에서 과거 조선에 대한 식민지 지배의 향수를 자극하여.
Lee also asserted his positive views on inter-Korean peace and prosperity efforts. Japanese representatives personally delivered apologies on behalf of their government. Nashimoto Takao, a member of the Japanese imperial family, stated that historical truths cannot be concealed and that the Japanese government must take responsibility by apologizing to victims and their nations. Via a video statement, former Japanese Prime Minister Hatayama Yukio expressed positive views about peace on the Korean Peninsula and his expectations that the forum would help achieve that peace. In a final joint statement, the participants from 11 nations strongly condemned the Japanese government and promised to work together to realize its apologies and reparations. On July 30th, the Korean Peninsula Peace, Ecology, and Biosphere Preservation Forum was held at the Gyeongi Prehistory Museum in Gyeonggi Province to commemorate the UNESCO Biosphere Reserve designation of Imjin River areas. A sparsely populated region bordering North Korea, the areas along the Imjin River offer exceptional habitats for wildlife and endangered species. Last June, the natural value of these areas was recognized by UNESCO through Biosphere Reserve designation. During this forum, more than 100 related local officials, civil organization personnel, environmental specialists, and residents discussed ways in which to promote the Yeoncheon Biosphere Reserve, to manage other biosphere reserves on the Korean Peninsula, and to realize inter-Korean forums for these purposes. During the event, the Vice Chair of the UNESCO Man and Biosphere Korean Committee presented her views as well as current international trends.
국내의 다른 산업 버전 지역들의 사례도 배우고 같이 공동을 할 수 있는 찾아보고 또 연구기관들, 민간단체, 기업들과 협력할 수 있는 부분들을 같이 협력해 나가고.
A researcher specializing in inter-Korean demilitarized zone environmental cooperation proposed autonomy-level joint management between the two Koreas.
연총군과 철원군이 북한의 철원군이 협력할 수 있는 부분을 직접적으로 지자체 차원에서 중심이 돼서 파일럿 프로젝트, 이 파일럿 프로젝트를 진행할 수 있을 거라고 생각이 되고요.
This forum also saw general discussions among Gyeonggi Provincial Assembly members, specialists, and Yeoncheon County residents. An attending Gyeonggi official stated that the province will continue inter-Korean exchanges to develop the demilitarized zone as a global ecological tourism destination.
많은 외지에서 관광객들도 오고 세계의 모든 일도 와서 이곳 연천에서 연천 경기에 좀 도움이 되는 그런 일들을 잘 모색해 가도록 도에서도 적극적인 지원을 하겠습니다.
UNESCO Biosphere Reserves are designated so as to ensure biodiversity preservation and support. Of 701 designated sites around the world, 8 are located in South Korea and 5 in North Korea. Gyeonggi Province recently announced plans to introduce electronic timecard systems at public construction sites so as to ensure fair work environments through wage payments based on actual time worked. At the subway construction site, the working time of 90 temporary workers is recorded manually and thus subject to possible manipulation.
예를 들어 뭐 10사람이 필요한데 실질적으로는 5사람밖에 안 나오고 장부상으로는 뭐 수기로 표현을 했을 때 10사람이 나왔다고 하게 되면 사실 그때 현장에 있지 않은 이상 그걸 모르거든요.
The electronic time card systems will ensure correct worker time records at public construction sites in the province. These systems will help prevent bogus labor expense requests and wage payment delays, while ensuring that mutual benefit fund retirement balances for individuals are more transparent. The systems can also help prevent the illegal employment of non-qualifying foreigners. Gyeonggi Province secured cooperation from related organizations for the effective management of these systems. From August, the electronic timecard systems will be used initially at road, waterway, railroad, and building construction sites before being expanded to cover other public construction sites.
여러 가지 방식으로 우리가 그걸 뭐 규제하고 또 단속하고 하지만 쉽지가 않아서 이런 새로운 방법들 한 번씩 또 시도해 보는데 앞으로 잘 정착됐으면 좋겠고요.
If proven effective, the electronic timecard systems will help create fair working environments at public construction sites. With the signing of an investment agreement with a developer, the construction of the Hwaseong International Theme Park is now on track for completion in 2026. Covering an area as large as 500 soccer fields, this park will be a complex of diverse leisure facilities. With the signing of the agreement by Gyeonggi Province, K-Water, and Shinsegae Group, this project will finally be able to proceed after 10 years of difficulties that hindered its realization.
보장에 대한 신뢰를 위해서라도 저희들은 반드시 이 사업을 성공시켜야 됩니다. 필요한 절차들은 뭐 동시에 병행 추진해도 되니까 그런 방법들을 동원해서라도 최대한 신속하게 사업이 진행될 수 있도록.
This park will cover an area of 4.4 million square meters and is projected to cost approximately 4.5 trillion Korean won in total. Consisting of 4 theme parks, an amusement park, a resort, a water park, and a prehistoric park linked with a nearby dinosaur egg fossil site, as well as hotels, a shopping mall, and a golf course, this park will be the largest tourism landmark on the western coast of Korea.
전문가 포럼을 구성해서 사업계획을 수립하고 필요시 글로벌 IP 도입 등도 함께 고민하여 세계 어디에 내놓아도 손색 없는 테마파크를 갖춘 관광도시를 만들도록 하겠습니다.
After completion of necessary planning and approval procedures, groundbreaking is slated to take place in 2021. This theme park is expected to become a leading theme park in Asia on par with those found in Japan, China, and Singapore.
지역에 끼치는 여러 가지 환경 분위기 사업 뭐 이런 거 있기 때문에 주민들은 일단은 들어오는 걸 학수고대하고 있습니다.
Last August, Gyeonggi Province, Hwaseong City, and K-Water agreed to cooperate in the realization of this theme park. This past February, the Shinsegae Property Consortium was selected as the priority entity for negotiation. Expected to open in 2026, the Hwaseong International Theme Park is expected to create 15,000 direct jobs and to attract 19 million visitors annually. During a policy forum held on July 29th at the National Assembly Members Hall, Gyeonggi Province Governor Lee Jae-myung stressed the need for mandatory emergency power installations at new buildings so as to avoid loss of communication during disaster situations. This forum was organized by Gyeonggi Province to address communication problems stemming from power and network failures during fires and natural disasters such as earthquakes. It saw the participation of more than 120 National Assembly members, related specialists, and Gyeonggi province officials, including Governor Lee, revealing that Gyeonggi province had prepared measures to improve the situation for existing structures. Governor Lee emphasized the need for similar measures at new structures.
신축 건물에 대해서는 아예 의무적으로 큰 비용이 들지 않기 때문에 비상 전원에 무선 통신망을 즉시 연결할 수 있도록 하는 제도가 필요하다고 생각됩니다.
During discussions, diverse opinions were shared among related representatives of Gyeonggi Province, the Korea Electrical Safety Corporation, and other related organizations. Last February, Gyeonggi Province signed a cooperation agreement with the Korea Radio Promotion Association and 3 mobile carriers for the installation of communication relays that ensure mobile phone connections during disaster situations. Installation work is currently underway. A number of other provinces are also undertaking similar efforts. Gyeonggi Province will consider related legislation based on the results of this forum. During a recent crackdown, Gyeonggi Province apprehended a large number of restaurants that monopolized access to streams in mountain valleys with illegal facilities exclusively for their customers at popular summer mountain retreats around the province. In Paegun Valley, Pocheon City, all idyllic spots along a stream are occupied by restaurants using crude tin roofs and tents. Some even created makeshift pools by blocking the flow of water.
근데 설치하는 것도 불법인데 설치한 거를 이용해서 그걸 막는 것도 불법.
A restaurant in Yangju City even installed a removable floor over the water and umbrellas on the rocks using cement.
이것도 이게 자연적인 게 아니죠? 막은 거죠, 지금?
아마 여기 있는 거 긁어서 이렇게 만들어놨거나.
There was a restaurant without a license that prepared food amid swarms of flies.
음식을 좀 따로 넣으셔야지 파리 봐야지 파리.
아니고 파리가 아니고 지금 날이 굳어서 그래요.
Many restaurants charged exorbitant prices, taking advantage of customers who had few alternatives during the summer. During the crackdown, a total of 69 illegal restaurant operations were identified in 16 mountain valleys in the province.
유명 계곡에 천막이나 단상을 설치해서 자릿세를 받고 또 불법 음식점을 운영하면서 자연을 훼손하고 폐수를 배출하는 고질적 불법 행위.
These illegal activities are punishable by imprisonment for up to 2 years or a fine of up to 20 million Korean won. These illegal facilities pose safety concerns for users while also causing environmental contamination. Apprehended violators will be subject to criminal charges and receive restoration orders through local governments. From August, Gyeonggi Arts Center performance attendees will receive, on a trial basis, admission fee paybacks up to 20% in the form of regional currency that was introduced by Gyeonggi Province in April for local economic promotion. Used at local small businesses and traditional markets, the regional currency is an alternative form of payment valid only within the region it was issued. Each region has a different name for its regional currency. Since regional currency can be purchased at a discount, it is receiving positive responses from local residents.
할인을 하지 않아도 내 스스로가 이제 할인을 해서 살 수 있는 그런 기회니까 그런 게 되게 좋더라고요.
Regional currency also benefits small businesses, the end recipients. Regional currency is now being used as a means of payback in conjunction with cultural performances. For the first time in Korea, users of cultural facilities in Gyeonggi Province will be repaid part of admission fees in regional currency.
현재 28개 시군 지역 화폐 중 고객이 원하는 지역 화폐로 환급해 드릴 예정이며 환급 범위는 티켓 가격의 약 20% 정도의 금액이 되겠습니다.
From this month, visitors who pay to see performances at the Gyeonggi Arts Center can claim part of the charged amounts back at the payback desk.
티켓 가격에 따라 이렇게 환급액이 조금씩 다른데요. 현장에서 이런 지역 화폐로 바로 돌려받을 수 있습니다.
Depending on the results of this year's trial operation, Gyeonggi Province will expand the payback service to other performance facilities and museums in the province. Thank you for joining us for this week's edition of GTV We look forward to seeing you again next week.